good morning. As you can see, we are on the highway. I think it's 87 north. Not exactly sure. Anyway, we're heading to Sanford for the estate sale this morning. So it's about 40 minutes northwest-ish from Fayetteville. It looks like a really good estate sale. It's put on by Insignia. I like Insignia. I know not everyone's crazy about them, but I like them. They usually have two puppies with them. I think they're both Pekingese. And they're at every estate sale I've ever been to of Insignias. It looks like really good stuff, but it also has some Second Amendment stuff, which means a bunch of the good old boys will be there. So I'm sure I'll see, I don't know if I'll see Big Hair Sheila, but I'm sure I'll see Wayne. Then there's a couple tomorrow that look good. One in, I think they're both in Fayetteville. One is put on by Let's Go Carolina at 8 a.m. And the other one, I forget who it is, it puts theirs on at 9. So actually I think that one looks better to me. Plus it's starting at 9, so that's the one I'm going to go to. And I'm hoping the other one will suck some people over there, so it makes it better for me to go to the other one. But God's always gracious and good, and I always find good stuff. So we'll see what happens. Well, that was a good estate sale. I was actually number 4. Woo! Art and Wayne were in front of me, and someone that was related to them, I want to say Curtis maybe? No big-haired Sheila. She was, probably wasn't her kind of thing, but whatevs. It was my kind of thing. I found a lot of good stuff. I know I've seen him at other ones before, especially Gary, but he was there with his wife Darlene, so I spent most of my time talking to Darlene, which was cool, because she's like, you know that you're going to be talking to a genuine person who has beautiful, like, Victorian, like, 1928 style earrings and a camo shirt. That is a fancy country girl. So she has a huge garden and has done canning. They recently had a business, but they retired from, and she just was a busy girl. They have 11 acres out on a hillside, and she knows all about canning and growing gardens, and has a fruit orchard. She's just busy. They have a couple dogs, they have a cat, but like I said, they recently retired, so now she's just kind of trying to take it easy and recover from not running the business and working full time. But so we talked about canning and growing tomatoes, and my husband and I planted, well, we bought it last weekend, and I planted in our above ground garden some jalapenos, some tomatoes. We already have rosemary, onions, garlic, which I don't know when you pick onions and garlic. If anyone knows when they're mature in North Carolina and you should pick them, let me know, because I'm a little clueless about it. I just planted them, and they were just doing what they do, because I don't know. We did plant, like I said, maybe not Roma tomatoes, but some kind of juicy tomato, but not the big boys. Maybe somewhere between big boy and Roma, and got planted 8 jalapeno plants. And my husband loves jalapenos, but I'm like, if you have 8 plants with jalapenos on them, what are we doing with all those jalapenos? But Darlene suggested, which I'm totally going to do, is make a pepper jam. I do love pepper jam, and that totally excites me. I will totally take some of his jalapenos and do that. So it whiled away the time, because we had about an hour and 15 minutes to kill, so that was cool. And got inside, and it was a really nice sale. It was put on by Insignia, who happens to be ran by Bill and Kathy, super awesome people. And they have their 2 puppies with them all the time. I need to learn their puppies' names. Their puppies are so cute. They look like maybe Pekingese or that type of toy mix. I don't think they're purebred Pekingese, but oh my gosh, they're so cute, so well behaved. And it was a good sale. Found a lot of nice things I'll share with you when I get home. So see you in a bit. Welcome, friends. Let's see what the haul is. So I did get some things for my shop, but also for me, because it wouldn't be fun to give everything away. So I'm going to show you what I got for my shop first. And I am running a sale right now till April 16th. There's 30% off everything in my shop. even the new stuff. And then you just put in the word spring cleaning and you'll get that discount code. And I'll put the information in the description below, and there you go. So if you see anything that's coming out new, go check the shop. It might be there, hopefully before it's sold. So the first thing I found that I'm going to put in my shop is I found an amber bottle. It's marked on the bottom 4056 7-9Z. There's like a, looks like a little H or something. Then on the side it's got 32 ounce. So I don't know that it's old, but it's still a neat amber bottle. And I thought somebody might like that for their decor. Then I found these, I'm going to say 1970s, because I remember them being around with my, you know, in my childhood. Salt and pepper shakers, nice amber, mid-century modern. So those will be in my shop. And I also found this cast iron trivet owl. It says it's marked Taiwan on the back. So he will be in my little shop. Then I found these, which I have never seen before, and I think it's so cool. These are metal salt and pepper shakers, or brass. Let's see, and on the bottom it says made in the USA, La France REG 514. See if it will show you the mark on the bottom. And then they have this pretty little pattern here, and they screw top. This one's tight, but this one's loose. So you wouldn't be able to really use them, but they'd be awesome decor, and they're brass. Part of me is tempted to keep them because they're so neat and unique. Then I found this glass paperweight apple that I think is fun. I love these old paperweights like this, and the detailing. It's a little dusty. Needs a little bit cleaned up. And then the last thing for my shop is this. I'm assuming it's a beaded Christmas ornament, but you can do what you want with it. Save it for Christmas or put it up now if you like, because hey, once it's yours, you can do what you want. Now for myself, I got these set of, hopefully I can show them to you, old skeleton keys. I always like old skeleton keys. I used to have some that were my grandpa's, but I kind of have them in a little treasure box with some of my other things that were my grandpa's. But I'll have to figure out where I want to put those. Then I got this. It needs cleaned up, but I can put a candle inside here, and I think I'm going to hang it inside. Could put it outside. I'm not sure, but I really love it. Then I got this little, it's marked Japan on the bottom. It's a little velvet lined trinket jewelry box, but I love the detailing of all the flowers on it, the roses, and on the top, and that it has little feet. I just think it's so cute. Then I bought this. This is a white pitcher, and it is marked on the bottom, I want to say Sterling something company. Let's see the mark there, and it does, as you can see, have a crack. You can see it better in the bottom. It does have a crack in the bottom, but I don't care. I still love the color and the shape and the heft of it. I think it's beautiful, and I will still use it to put flowers in. Then I found it's plastic, so, but this like vintage looking frame. I always like looking at frames because it's a cheap place to find them, and some neat ones. This one I think is a little bit more vintage, more antique. It's metal. You can see the back detailing on it. So even here on the edge, it's a little bit dusty. Needs cleaned, but that's okay. Then I bought this pin, North Carolina, dogwood tree, state flower. Love North Carolina. November 21st, 1789. And then this is plastic, but I still like how it looks, you know, old-fashioned cameo. I think it's really beautiful detailing, even if it is plastic. Then I found this old, it says Grateful Praise for Sunday Schools, but look at this old book in the back even. And I want to say on the inside it says something B. Johnson, Vernon, Oneida, something, New York. And on the inside, it's marked March 10th, 1884, J.H. Fillmore. But it's an old hymnal. And I just think I love these old books. Love how it looks. And the detailing and the graphics. Just beautiful. Then I found myself another hand mirror for my bathroom wall. It's kind of beat up here, but I love the detailing here and the size of it. It's gorgeous. It was only $3. So I'm like, yep, I had to add this to my wall. Everything I got, I think it needs a little bit of cleaning up. And then the last thing I got was two of these. They're Atlas Easy Seal. But look at that, metal with all glass lid. I love these jars. I think they're so cool. I'm probably going to film annoying me with seashells, but like that's a bad thing. I mean, hey. But anyway, that's part one of my haul because there's another estate sale tomorrow, so I'll be getting more things tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's haul. And then I'll probably do maybe a little bit of decorate with me with some of the new items and show you where they go to live. So thank you for joining me for part one. Stay tuned for part two. Well, it looks like a nice bright sunny morning that we're out in part two of estate sales. This is one put on by Crabtree Estate Sales, which I don't believe I've ever been to Crabtree before, any of their sales. I just know Let's Go Carolina, Insignia, and L&M. There might be others, I just don't recall them. So there's another group, I don't remember their names, and they're a little bit more careless in like their presentation and organization and stuff like that. So I like their prices. I just don't like the kind of chaos they set up. They don't have a very good setup, but I'll take their prices. So we'll see how Crabtree prices stuff and see what we find. This one starts at 9:30 and it is now currently 8 o'clock. So I should be there about 8:15ish, about an hour and 15 before it starts. I'm hoping, because Let's Go Carolina also has one going today, this starts at 8. So their sale starts right now at 8 o'clock. So I'm hoping that a bunch of people will be there and think that they're going to make the other one. But unless you are zipping in and zipping out and running right over, they would get there about the same time I do. So hoping that cuts down on the people going to the one I'm going to. Plus, there's no Second Amendment stuff, and they didn't really list much tools. It's mostly dishes, knickknacks, and furniture. So we'll find out. I'll let you know when we do the haul. All right, here's part two of our estate sales, and this was a great sale. I haven't been to a sale that I've been this excited about in a little bit. I mean, I like going to them every week, obviously, but some sales are just better than others. Like sometimes when you go to Walmart and or Target or Kohl's or wherever, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at all this great stuff. And other times you're like, meh. So it goes. But I actually checked out right behind Big Hair Sheila today. It was kind of funny because I didn't even know she was in line until suddenly she appeared in the house like magic. So I thought that was kind of a little scary, creepy. Like, where did you come from, Big Hair Sheila? My friend that I met yesterday, Darlene, and her husband Gary, also worked this one, and I thought it was really sweet because she came up and said hello to me today, just specifically to say hey. So that was nice. She was there. She likes to look for jewelry and other different things. And I guess, I don't know if it was at this one or a different one, he found a gold pocket watch or not pocket knife that was like $88, which, whew, that's more than I want to pay. But I guess it was valued at $4,000 online. So you never know. Anyway, I did not buy anything near like that today. So let's see what I found. So first of all, I got this vase. I don't know if you can see the color. It's kind of pink. Then it has etching right here and around the lip. And I just thought it'd be really pretty for flowers, dried flowers, real flowers. Just thought it'd be nice little boho decor. That's going to go in my shop. Then this is also for my shop. This one's got a little bit of wear, but they're still kind of neat salt and pepper shakers. They're really heavy, very heavy. I like the bubble butt feet, So those are cute. Lenny's down here dying for some attention. You would think I never give the guy any attention. I got this one that says, I will hold the bag. It had a break here on the handle, but I don't care because I still think it's super cute and sweet. And I just love her little face. So that's adorable. Then I got this for my daughter Haley because she likes boho, and I thought it'd be great for a terrarium, or maybe to put seashells in, or anything she wants to collect to put in there. Or she could get some of those, I don't know how you'd hide them, battery operated lights and put them in there. But anyway, I thought it was super cute. It's only $2, so couldn't pass that up. Then I add some more silverware, a bag of little spoons, and look at this itty bitty mini ladle for myself. I just love this old silverware. I don't know why. I think it's because it's so detailed. Then I got these. They're really nice and heavy. I don't know if they're silver plated, but I love them. I love them. So I think they're cool. Then I got this I'm going to put in my shop because I have never seen anything like this. I'm assuming it's for flowers or maybe candies. I don't know, and look at the detailing on the handle. I just think it's really beautiful. It can swing down, but I don't know why I would leave it up. I suppose you could detach it, but maybe not. I don't know. I think it's a very neat piece. I don't know. Maybe I will keep it. It's hard to say. On the bottom it says EPNB 140. Then it has some other marking. I don't know if you can see that. And then the detailing, look at here along the rim. I might have to keep this piece because it's really cool. Then I found this in the Christmas ornaments. It's garland. My mom used to have this, and I don't know what happened to it, if my daughter has it or if it got lost. But I love it because it reminds me of my mama. So I will be using this Christmas. Whether I put it on a mini tree or just put it in a really cute little jar so you can see. But it just tickled me so much to find this. And then I got myself another apron. It's reversible, so you got this side with the green check, and then this side with the pattern. So that was only $1. I love finding aprons for $1. Then I got this. It's very worn New Testament. I love these little old Bibles. I don't know that it has a date in it. It says copyright 1900. So, and it has some wear, but I just think that makes it more precious. Then I got a set of 2 of these for my daughter, Callie. One for her and one for her boyfriend, Vega. Callie loves Snoopy. I don't know if Vega likes Snoopy, but they're getting some Snoopy plates, so why not? I love Snoopy. I don't have any grandbabies, so that's the way it goes. Then I got this. I can't decide if it's going in my shop or I'm keeping it myself. I think it's hand painted. There's no markings on the back. If I take that back, there is a tiny little mark. It almost looks like it says, maybe it said Germany on it, because there's a G-E. I want to say it says Germany. And I almost wonder if it's hand painted. And I love the gold. It's very beautiful. And I don't know if this was a flaw in the firing, because it's not a crack. There's no pits on the back. So I think it's a beautiful plate. Then I got this, and I think I'm going to clean it up because the frame has a little bit of wear, but I love how primitive it is. And I'm going to probably put this in my shop. It's so hard not to keep all this stuff for myself, but looks like it was made in 1978. But I think it's very sweet. And it's a nice little size. So I think I'll put that in my shop. Then I got this for myself to use in the fall. Apples. Oh, and then on the back, how precious is this? It says, "To my apple lover, looking forward to many more birthdays with you and your apple. Love you, Barbara." February 15th, 1982. Wonder who Barbara's apple lover is, because how sweet is that? And it just says, apples, apples, I love apples. I think it's so sweet. Then I got another stitching that's going to go into my shop. I'm assuming this one was also made by Barbara, because they all have the BF, and this one was also made in 82. The frame's a little bit beat up, so I'm trying to decide, do I just try and clean it up? I have rub and buff. Do I maybe try and do rub and buff? Or do I just like even paint it black or blue? You know, because I have a navy paint, I have black paint. What would you do with the frame to dress it up? Or do I just remove it from the frame and get a new frame to put it in? I do want to put it in my shop. And I have a black frame, so I could just put it in a black frame. Or do I keep this one? What are your thoughts? How should I handle this? Part of me kind of almost wants to keep it. I just love stuff. Love stuff. I got this book. It's a nice thick book. Look at that. But I got it because I want to take some of the pictures out for artwork. I think they'd make some awesome pictures framed. Look at him. Isn't he so funny? I just love his grumpy face. I'm going to have to frame him. I just love that. Makes me laugh. Then I got this frame, which, oh my gosh, so I have 3 postcards of Fayetteville I want to put in here. And I was going to buy a frame. I saw one on Amazon. I think it was 20 or 25. Then I saw someone at the store, and I want to say it was still 20. This was $1. $1. Now I can put all my pictures in it. How perfect is that? Then I got this one. So I'm going to use some more family photos and hang this on my wall with all my gallery pictures. I love the detailing. I love oval frames. There's just something about them. And then I got this basket. I love that there's a lid. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I love that there's a lid. Some things that you don't know why you like them, you just do. And then the last thing I got, and this is going in my shop, and it's marked Bethany Lane on the bottom, and it came in its original box. And it looks like there's a little hole back here, I'm assuming, to put like a Christmas light in it so it could light up. And you can open it. So, and look at, isn't he great? So yeah, I'm going to put him in my shop. So if anybody's a Bethany Lane collector, this will be there. I do like Bethany Lane. I think that's a neat style. But I can't possibly keep all of this stuff because I'm supposed to be buying stuff for my shop, not all for me. So anyway, stay tuned for some styling, and thanks for joining me for my 2 hauls yesterday and today. And how about a Bible verse? I bought this with my daughter Haley when I went with her a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we went to Jacksonville to a couple of antique shops, and they had this verse of the week. So I can stick a little verse up there, and it says, "Call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you." Psalm 50:15. So I like that each day or each week, if I want to, I can change the little verses, well, I guess every week. So, and it sits here in my kitchen, so I can read it and remember God's goodness. And I hope you remember His goodness in your life. And if you don't know God, drop me, I have an email or in the comments. I'd be happy to tell you about Him because He loves you and He wants to know you. He already knows you, but He wants you to know Him, I guess you could say. Like our pastor said, trust God, know God, follow God. So there you go. Anyway, I'll quit rambling now and share with you decorate with me. So thanks for coming, friends. Come back to see more. There'll always be more estate sales and more hauls. So the first thing I put away were my 2 pins. And as you can see, I have a pin collection. So Lucky Cat. That actually came from an estate sale, and so did these flags. And so did this one. This came from my daughter Haley. I think this one came from my daughter Callie. And then we had a chocolate and all that in dim sum. We were Huskers in Nebraska. I don't know if it'll focus, but kitty cats. And that was my grandma Ella's. We went to the Devil's Tower. And this was my mama's. Got this because it reminds me of Winnie. Nope, this is the one I think from Cali. This is a store in Chicago I went to with Haley. We went to South Dakota. This was my mom's. And love him, he cracks me up. And Reptar. And there's the Market House in Fayetteville. I believe this was my mom's. This was my mom's. I love this. These actually were a pair of earrings, and I decided to keep it as a pin. This is a kitty that I'm friends with. I want to say this is, can't remember the cat's name. Mom's name I want to say is Esther on Instagram. That's Squid. This came from an estate sale. This, I believe, came from my best friend Marnie. This I got at Junk Stock in Omaha, one of the first times I went to Junk Stock. This came from an estate sale, or maybe this was from Marnie too. I'm not sure. Sometimes you get so many you forget. This did come from an estate sale. And my friend went to Disney and took a pin and traded a pin, so this was the pin she brought back for me. A lot of Harry Potter pins. This was my mom's. This was my mom's. I believe this was my mom's. So yeah, that's my pin collection. One of these times I'm going to take it off and rearrange so I can make room for more. And I do wear them, probably not as often as I should, but I also like seeing them here just as a collection. So this is just in my hobby room closet. So there you go. There is my hand mirror collection. I did have that one that was over here and I'd asked you guys about, and I ended up moving it up there, the Holly Hobby one, because I just like that. I know it made it kind of a tight fit right there, but I honestly don't even care. So now we're gonna hang the new one. I put my Velcro strips on it, and I'm thinking it's gonna go over here. I think I'll bring it down low like the other ones, so I have room to put stuff above it. There we go. So then I can put more above it. I still have a little hole right there where I could add more. I don't know if I'll put any over here because the cupboard's there, the medicine cabinet, but we'll see. We'll see where the rest of them go. But I like when they're detailed and when they're different. This is probably one of my favorites because it's F, like our last name, Fritz. And that one was my mom's, and that one was mine for a number of times, kind of that Art Deco. I found this at an estate sale, and that's kind of what made my love of hand mirrors take off. And I know, like, that one's plastic, but I just love her. I think she's so cute, and I love Holly Hobby. So the new one fits in here with the whole group real well. Love it. So there's the skeleton keys. I love even that this one has rust on it. I love it so much. And I think this is a good spot for it. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Worked perfectly for my postcards. Now to find a place to put it. There's a perfect spot for it. And that's a photograph my husband took of the angel downtown. Sorry, there's a glare, it's hard to see that. There we go, the other postcard. And now we have a map, and a picture, and a barometer. Got that at a estate sale, but I don't think it works. I've tried to recalibrate it, but it's not easy to do. And I've finally given up and just decided to stick core now. But there you go. That wall, I think, is more balanced now because now it has 5 pieces. And if we wanted to, we could do stuff up above, which, who knows, we may. because we do love our gallery walls. Hi, Mika Bean. This is her favorite spot. She likes to be in this chair all day long, don't you? Hi, Bean. Hi, Mika Bean. Hi. Yeah, it's so tough being a pitty. So tough being a pup. Yep, it's so tough being a puppers. Yeah, it's so tough being a puppers. Yeah. There's May May. Meh. Well, I wasn't sure what to do with that cool basket with the lid. So I just decided to rearrange my little vignette down here. And I removed one of my bookends that I was using for doorstop and put it there because I had to do some rearranging with that. Long story. Anyway, so now I'm gonna put books inside like that. My little faux plant, since Lexi is a cannibal. And there you go. I think it looks really cute. I mean, look, that suitcase is happy about the new friend over there. So I think it looks good.